Hello, so in this video, I'm going to show how we can do a cloth simulation with Tyflow because we already have the Tyflow option here. We're just gonna click and get the icon of Tyflow. And because we're going to make a cloth, so we'll just create a plane first, and that would be our cloth. I'm just gonna create that to 200 by 200. And we'll need quite a few segments. So yeah, there's quite a few segments we already have. The more segments we'll have, the more smooth the simulation will be. Then what we are going to do, we'll go to we need to open our editor for Tyflow. And I'm going to make it smaller. And we will just drag the birth object first. We're just going to drag it here. And we need to pick the object that we have. And I'm just going to turn off the plane. Now we need to make the plane to a cloth. So we'll just add the cloth bind under it. And over here, we do have quite a few options. We can see this is the binding stiffness. So this stretch, shear, bend, these, all the numbers matters, like how the cloth is, what type of cloth it is it very easily stretchable or not? So there are a few options that we can change depending on what type of cloth it is. Then the next option we will add force. Because of the gravity, we will definitely need to add force. So there's the option. We'll just add it after that. And also in this one, we can see the strength option. If we add it to positive number, it would go to an opposite direction of gravity. And I'm just going to make it to -1 because we will need the direction of the gravity. Then what we are going to do, we have our cloth now, but we need to have some points which will hold the cloth and it can show a simulation. We will add object test and we will need the points. So from this option, helpers, we'll click that and we can see the points. We'll just add points at each corners. So I'm just gonna add 4 points at the 4 corners. Now we have the points and I'm simply gonna pick all the points. I can do that all together, or how I'm just picking one by one. I can simply do that. And we can see there's all the points that I have already picked. We're still gonna need another display. So I'm going to add the display from here. We're gonna add that and we can just give it a different color. Now we are going to connect this object test and display. We can just turn off the displays. Is we need something to so that the points are fixed and then the cloth has the simulation. For that, we will need a particle switch. And I'm just gonna add it here. Now, basically, we have added all the options. What we can do, we can just go to our modifier. In TypeFlow, we can actually change the frame so that is more smooth. The simulation is more smooth. So I can just change the frame like that. And I'm gonna get a perspective view so that it's easier to see the simulation. Over here, I'm just gonna do the disable flow and get that at the very end. And I'm gonna enable the flow. And it will show how it's simulating, and then we can change the timing and look at the simulation. So yeah, this is how it's gonna look, and what we can do, this looks quite smooth. We can just change this, and yeah, this is the result. I'm just gonna minimize this and make it to full screen. And yep, this is the final result of the cloth simulation we have. So from the particle switch, that is basically, we can also change this points from the particle switch, like the area which is going to be fixed like that. We can also change those areas. If we add another point in the middle, it will create a different look. But this is a very quick basic cloth simulation tutorial.